Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. We're live.
Live from Staten Island, New York. Jump Street Podcast.
Boom.
Boom.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us again this evening or morning, wherever you are.
Yep. It's morning in the East Coast. I think it's getting to the evening.
It's not morning in the East Coast. It's 3:30 now.
Oh, yeah. Wow, it's not. Yeah.
It's later on.
I just had my coffee. That's why.
Oh, you just had the coffee?
Yeah, the coffee put me in a morning mode.
Okay. Yeah, that's why.
Well, it's 3:30.
Well, it's 3:30, so welcome, everybody.
Good afternoon, West Coast. Good evening, Europe.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's been a bit.
I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, even though we skated last week.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while since we've
done this.
Yeah.
Done this type of thing.
And you've been busy. This is like a busy time of year for you.
Yeah, just this month has been crazy.
Yeah.
Busy, but you're usually busy too. So it's like we're finally lining up again.
Found time to intersect.
I know, yeah, because you were traveling, I was traveling, so we find times in between.
Yeah, you just got back from New Orleans. Did you get a chance to skate out there?
I did one day, yeah.
Did you?
A few homies met up, yeah. We had like shitty weather, but they have a cool DIY underneath like a bridge, so you're able to skate in the rain.
Oh, sick.
But it was pretty fun, yeah. A couple of people came out, and yeah, it was just a fun little session. Nothing crazy. I didn't film anything or whatever, but it was just fun. I had like 2 days of myself, so I had to at least skate one day.
I've been there one time. One time I went there with my girlfriend, and I really regretted not bringing my skates. I didn't bring the skates because I was going like on a girlfriend trip.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But like I was like, oh, I should have brought them just for one day because we stayed like right by Louis Armstrong Park.
Oh yeah,
which is like
those ledges are so
everything
sick,
that's
right?
in like Mikey Eager's Life Plus One part. It's like all like so much stuff. Yeah, it's like the whole park's packed with stuff, and I was like, oh, I should have brought them.
I know. I walked around there. I was like, damn,
for a half hour or something.
I wouldn't even normally skate a spot like that. Like nowadays, like nothing crazy.
Did you walk past it?
Yeah, I went in there. Yeah, it was so sick. There was a reggae concert going on during it, so like it would have been perfect to just skate it with like the live music playing in the background. It would have been so sick.
But it's incredible.
Those ledges are perfect.
There's so much good stuff
perfect.
there.
I mean, if you fall over, you're gonna fall into a pond or whatever.
But it's nice and wide.
Yeah, it's decent enough. But I was just like, damn, I want to session these right now. I didn't have my skates with me because I was just walking around town. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like that's like a must go to spot if you're in New Orleans.
I need to get back down there and skate.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. But let's kick it off with our WTF of the week.
Yeah, I mean, we have an action-packed day.
It is action-packed.
Our day is packed with action.
Is that what you meant by action-packed?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have three.
I wasn't sure.
I think we're having three. I'm pretty sure we're having three.
We're having a few.
Very special guest for the day.
Yeah.
So this is a bit of one of our Jump Street marathons.
Stay with us if you're watching now. So we're going to be on all day.
Yeah. But we'll kick it off with our WTF and then we'll get right to our special guest.
Let's do this one first. Okay. This one is by, I'm not going to mess this up, Micro Hanbin. Homie right here.
Wow. First of all, what a risk. That's not a little ramp either.
That is not.
That's a tall ramp. He's risking his teeth, his nose, and he makes it.
I think it's just funny that his face almost hit the ground.
Yeah.
That's the best part about
that
it.
moment, like during that time, he was like, no, and stopped right there.
You need to be strong for that. He posts a lot of bench pressing.
Yeah, totally. He trained for that one.
We have a shout out to, again, Mirko Hanbin, WTF of the week. And we've been slacking, by the way. I apologize for this. We apologize for this. We haven't done our August monthly supporter giveaway, so we're going to do that now really fast. Everybody from our Patreon who supports us, every month we put their names in a random giveaway, and they win one of something that they want from our online store. So we didn't do it for August. So we're going to pick up the slack and do it right now. And as usual, we do it live on the Jump Street Instagram story so that we're not faking it or anything. So we're going to go live right now. Keep it
honest.
Yeah, so this is for the month of August supporter giveaway for Jump Street. Let's see who we got here this time. Louis Devereaux. Sounds French.
Oh, Lou Devereaux.
Lou, you know this person?
Lou?
Yeah, Louis. Congrats either way.
I know Lee Devereaux, but Louis, congrats.
Same thing. You can say congrats.
Congrats.
All right, cool. Very cool. So, Louis, however you say your name, we're going to reach out to you and you win one of whatever you want from our online store. So, congratulations.
Congrats.
And if you don't already, if you support us on Patreon, you're automatically entered every month for this giveaway.
But now
is the time for the show.
Special guest. Coming all the way. This person flew all the way from Spain just for the show.
Just for it.
Just for the show.
That's a common thing now.
Yeah. It's been happening a lot lately.
It's been happening a lot.
Yeah. It's cool. But without further ado,
Who we got? Boom. Everybody welcome.
Marc Moreno.
Woo!
So we know you came here just for this show. That's the main reason you're here. But I know you came here to do some other things. You're like, since I'm coming for the show, I'll do some other stuff. So what's your trip been like? You came out with your girlfriend, right?
Yeah,
Oh, your wife. What am I saying?
my mujer. Yeah.
Your mujer.
Tu
yeah,
mujer.
we just made it work to. She had some time off from work, so yeah, we just had a little vacation, and then she left, and some other friends came, Teles and Adri. So we've been able to make some skating, some street skating, and we're gonna be here like for like 5 more days or something like that. So yeah, it's been a good mix, good cocktail. Of,
Yeah.
like,
Good cocktail.
just chilling for a bit because we just came from actually with Billy. We came
Yeah, you guys
from-
been hanging out a lot lately.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for the past month, pretty
Yeah.
much, right?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, there was like we did a trip in Tenerife. So after that, I went back to Barcelona for 1 day, 1 day and a half, and then flew straight to here.
Mm-hmm.
So I really needed like a little break.
Yeah,
Little Kit
from
Kat.
skating.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just for recovering and like just
Yeah.
doing other stuff.
Yeah, I mean that first of all, that trip was awesome, and I'm happy I got to squeeze my way on that because like you guys been doing these trips for a long time.
Yeah.
Like you and Adri like and Teles like stay super active, like always working on projects. What's what's the deal? You're so motivated with that. Like what's the you guys all push each other? What's the story there?
You once say it very, very well. It's the passion, you know.
The passion.
Yeah, it's I don't know. We've been friends since a long time ago, and that's what we have more fun doing. So it's yeah. There's nothing else we're gonna do now that it's gonna make us more happy
Mm-hmm.
than just like skating together and traveling the world. And we met so many people through that it's always a good reason to reunite with everybody from like all over the globe. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
You go to Denmark, you
know somebody.
You know somebody.
Yeah.
You come to New York, and there's people with open arms here to take you to skate, like what you've been this week doing, like
Mm-hmm.
just taking us everywhere, man. Like if we were little kids.
Yeah,
It's
sick.
awesome, man. So
You guys been skating a lot this week?
yeah.
Damn, I've been missing out.
It was like 1 day of rain, but we skated a lot.
Yesterday was a busy day.
Yeah, I can tell. You
Yeah.
guys got done at 2 a.m.
Yesterday was a busy day.
Big session yesterday?
Haven't skated like that since Nino.
Yeah.
What time did you guys start yesterday?
Yesterday we started around 12.
Oh shit! So you skated like
In the morning.
crazy hours.
And this guy didn't take his skates off. Like I was like taking my skates off, riding my bike, putting my
Uh-huh.
skates back on.
You straight up had your skates on the whole time.
Yeah, because
Just skating all
I'm
day.
like filming, and then when,
Yeah.
somebody's getting a trick, I'm filming. Then the next one's getting a trick, I'm filming.
Uh-huh.
And then
So you're
I get
nonstop.
something, I skate, and then yeah, I just was with skates on all day, because I don't know, it's they're comfortable. So
Mhm. Let me ask you something, because I had this issue when I used to skate and film a lot more. Like you film a lot, you skate also a lot. How do you balance both skating and filming? Because I used to find myself tired all the time of filming other people. Either the session would be over by the time I got someone's clip, and I'd be like, oh, I don't even want to skate anymore, or like,
it's hard.
yeah,
It's hard because it's a lot of weight you're carrying with you.
yeah, that too.
all around.
Mhm.
Like back in Barcelona, I'm mostly driving, which makes things easier.
Oh, okay.
But since, like you said, we're traveling a lot, and
Mhm.
I'm always carrying the stuff. But I just enjoy it. Dude.
Mhm.
Like it's like part of the game, you know. Like
Mhm.
I like taking time to find spots. Like it's just part of all the thing, you know. Like it's tired, but at the end of the day, you're like, oh, we did so
worth
much,
it.
you know. It's like so
Mhm.
worth it. So.
Mhm.
And it's exercise. It's like
Oh yeah, definitely
you know,
is
it's like
exercise.
keep you.
How's your back? Your back good? Carrying the camera bag
hurts
around
a
and
little
shit.
bit, hurts a little
Yeah.
bit, but it's what I've been always doing. So I don't feel it's a lot of work.
Mhm.
I just enjoy it. I enjoy skating as much as filming,
Right.
and I enjoy when people land tricks as much as if I was landing the
Oh, of
tricks.
course,
you know,
yeah.
It makes like the vibe,
Yeah.
of the moment incredible.
And if like you film it really good, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
And
then-
you like you love watching it just as much as the person who did the trick
Yeah.
likes watching it. Yeah.
And then he's stoked, and then he wants to skate more, and like, you know, it's like you can be super juiced to skate, but if the people around you is not juiced, it's not the same.
Oh yeah, of
It's
course.
like
So it's like the energy is just going
Yeah,
back and forth.
it's like
Yeah.
magic. It's like you put the right elements, and just magic happens. Like,
Hmm.
La
yeah,
magia.
yesterday night, dude, you gotta like what 3 clips at 1:30 in the morning.
No
Like,
way, yeah?
like,
No, it's
Damn,
fun.
Big Bill still got it.
oh my God, yeah.
No, yeah. I woke up today like not rested and a little sore. I was like, ooh, a little sore.
Little sore.
little sore.
The sore's good every once in a while.
Yeah, it's
to
good.
feel
But
it.
in the soul, you felt good. No?
In the soul, felt good.
Ah,
No, it was great, man, with the homies and everything.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing about like those trips that like you guys been. I don't even know how that started. That like all these trips that like maybe Bina started it or maybe Dafik or
thing is-
maybe or just whoever did it.
Yeah, how
But
did
it's
that
like
start?
you're always a part of these like really cool trips. Like you did, what Peru?
Yeah, way
With
before
everyone.
that, like the thing is, when I first came to the States, when you guys were living at the Shredwise
Mhm.
house, I met all of you guys there. I met Dafik there. Like, yeah, that was for the Americana that we all met, and ever since then, we've been like reuniting every year, if possible, if it was possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because my situation was that back in Barcelona, I moved to a house, so it was easier for me to allow people to stay in our place. Not that easy for my wife, but she handled it very good. So yeah, people was hitting me up like, "Hey, are you gonna be able to? Like, can we stay in your house for like some weeks?" And then people started taking like a month trip to Barcelona, or like, and then I would let them stay in my house, and yeah, after that we kept like doing this every summer, and one day we're like, oh, what if we do a tour like the one we did in Americana, but like in Europe, or we travel somewhere altogether. I don't know. Let's say we knew people in Denmark. Why don't we tour in Denmark? And so it's always been like a kind of the same group of people meeting in
Right.
like
Just
countries.
different parts of the world.
Yeah, around the world. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, those trips end up being really sick too. That NT trip was. It looked looked just so gnarly. It looked like hard work too, man.
Yeah, it's what we're saying. At the end of the day, like, it doesn't feel like work. It just feels like, oh, that's a crazy experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just skating around
Yeah.
a new city, exploring.
With your friends that
yeah.
you've been sharing so many incredible times,
Yeah.
and you just want them to keep going. Like,
Yeah.
you're working like for so long, but in your mind you're like, oh, okay, now it's time to work. But I know in 6 months' time I'm gonna be like reuniting with the homies and like skating everywhere, and like what it brings with the skating, it brings like the life, you know, like the like
The
going
experiences.
like visiting places that, you know, like in Tenerife we were skating, but we were doing so much shit. Like
Yeah, so much.
going to the ocean in the mornings and just eating in the typical places from the place, and like you end up just living like a family, because you gotta handle things like with big group of people. So
Everyone cooks a big breakfast in the morning or like
Yeah.
a nice dinner.
It's a big family. It's a family. It's a family vacation.
yeah,
It's a family vacation.
yeah, that's
It's really nice.
yeah. It's a lot of work, and like it's very tired. Like you get exhausted, but you keep going every day, like every morning, and then you come back to the house. I come back to Barcelona with my wife, and she's like, "Oh, you tired? But you were on holidays." I'm like, "Yeah, technically I was on holidays, but I was like doing a lot of stuff, so I'm tired."
A lot of physical activities
Yeah.
happen on these holidays. So when you go to all these places, how do you scope out spots to skate? Do you have shit planned? Do you meet up with locals? Is it just a mix of like just venturing off on your own?
It's a mix of some pre-work and
I hear you're a Google Maps master.
yeah, psycho. Yeah.
Psycho. Can you explain that for people?
So okay, back in the day when I wasn't driving, with Adri and people from Barcelona, I would just walk and take the metro to one stop that we have never been there, and just walk around, like maybe try and find something, and it would take maybe like 3 hours to get to a spot. We would find it, and then we wouldn't be able to skate it because we were so tired. So when Google Maps started, we were like, oh, we can save that time, like just by doing it sitting down in a computer,
just scrolling around.
Yeah, so yeah, you just like maybe see a video and you see like a skateboard or BMX video or whatever, and you see like something that is familiar, and you just like, for example, read the sign in the back. Oh, I think this is maybe in a neighborhood, you know, like there's a shop or something. So you just Google it and boom, like you find it pretty much. Like, not always, but a lot of time is you reading.
Do you spend like hours doing it? Because it seems like it's time consuming.
Yeah, but it saves you so much time.
I guess.
Yeah, dude, like
that's true. Than actually going out to a spot.
When we went to Tenerife, they had everything pinned.
Yeah.
Like,
see, that's
so
legit.
many spots.
That's legit.
Like,
maybe one day without the Google Map thing, you could be spending 3 hours in one area and maybe find one thing. And with that, you planify well. So you got everything lined up to, okay, in this area we have this, in this area we have this. So we just fucking save so much time.
Yeah, it was just like,
that's so clutch.
So efficient. It was crazy.
Efficient. That's what it is. Everyone's so adult with their travels now. Yeah, you wouldn't have done that when you were like, even if Google Maps was around when you were like 13, you wouldn't have done that.
No.
That's so funny that it's like that now. Do you do that at home in like Barcelona too? Or you don't even need to?
Yeah, I mean, if I got like maybe like 1 hour in the morning, whenever I can. I don't do it every day, but if I know I'm going to go somewhere, I really make sure that that place has spots.
Yeah.
Because for that Tenerife trip, Bina was mentioning like crazy places to go. And I like had been like Google mapping. I was like, dude, I haven't seen anything in Mongolia, you know? Like
Mongolia. There's nothing in Mongolia.
Yeah, I mean, it was an option. So
yeah. It is an option. Yes, you are right.
We Google mapped around there and we're like, it looks incredible, but I don't think it's going to be that easy. So I knew that in Tenerife, there's always been people going there to skate. So all we needed is a little bit of extra time in Google Maps to find like where the spots were. So, but it's part of the game too. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Google Maps changed the skate game. They don't even know that. People like Google don't even know that.
Shout out Google Maps.
This episode sponsored by Google Maps.
Yeah, Google. You want a sponsor? But you know, actually, before we get into like projects you're doing or like past projects, like I know about this, and I think a lot of people do. But what is Balas Perdidas? Like, what is that? How did it start? Who's in it? And like, what does the name mean? I don't know. I just because I'm not sure if everyone knows.
It means something like stray bullets. I think is the traduction, the meaning in English, and it started very randomly, just by like making some tags, and we would do tours in Spain. A group of friends from like some people from Valencia, some people from Barcelona, and some friends from Galicia too. So we were doing this for like, I don't know, like 2-3 years in a row, these tours, and we always make like little trips to skate together in like maybe one time every 2 months or something. And that was our crew. Like it was the same people meeting up. It was like Paco, Ivan, Teles, Adri, Carles, and yeah, we just kept on, you know, like as a joke or like just making bala perdida, you're not gonna end up good, you know, like it's been taken the wrong way, and like just for fun, you know.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, what if we do some shirts and just for us, because I don't know, like for having
true,
yeah, like, and then people got like stoked and start asking. So we're like, what if we just make shirts, sell them, and we use that for like gas money for tours, you know? And then we ended up like using a lot of money for like traveling around in the van, because we always like do like drivings, band. And from there, it just the ball start rolling, and I don't know, like it just became, it's a crew. It's like it wasn't created to be a brand or anything, even though we're now like making clothing. And that's the thing, like if we like specific clothing, we just make it our own. Like, wear it, you know. Like,
sick.
Yeah.
Well,
pretty.
Is that like like your local crew in Barcelona? Is that where you're?
It's
Valencia too.
Not of them. Not all of them are from Barcelona, but are from a city next to. It's just like 2 hours, 3 hours far from Barcelona. Valencia is like
Uh-huh.
the other group of friends are there. And yeah, so they would come to Barcelona for the weekend every once a month or two, or once every 2 months. And yeah, that was the crew.
Right.
Oh, and then yeah, we all got the same tattoo in one of the tours. So
that's official then.
Yeah. That's the
that makes
homie
it
move.
official. The stamp.
That's the
Stamp
homie
on
move.
it.
When
The
you get
homie move.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So yeah, and
That's
now
tight.
yeah, that's it.
And then you were like, yeah, we're starting to make projects. You're here working on a project, right?
Yeah,
Or
I
just
mean,
collecting.
The thing was like, at some point, none of us are like, we really were like weren't sponsored or anything. So we were like, instead of just waste like putting something in the internet with nothing, we just maybe kind of like not branded, but use the same name for all the content we were putting out. So it was a way to keep all the people in the crew motivated to like keep skating and keep making
Sick.
things,
That's actually
keep
a good idea.
and keep making trips, and you know, yeah, pretty basic.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah,
Have like brand the crew.
yeah.
I like that. Like the Battle My Crew days
Yeah, exactly.
back in the day.
Yeah.
FP.
Are you guys allowed to talk about your trip that you just run, the Canary Island trip? Because I didn't even get to we didn't even get to really talk about the trip at all, like with you really too much. You told me a little bits here and there, but like, can you explain a little bit like the trip that you guys recently went on? Because people saw posts on Instagram and stuff like that. You guys were posting. What was that about?
That was most of the familia, like 13 people.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Extended family.
And yeah, same thing. We started with like 5 of us trying to make a trip, and then we start like speaking to people like, you free, you want to come? And then this guy was gonna like, then somebody else would come, and then yeah, Bina was asked to you.
Yeah,
he was living at
he was staying with, like, he was setting up the trip, and I was like, yo, can I come on, dude?
yeah.
So I asked him.
So we're like all super stoked that so many people that normally doesn't come to that tours come.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're doing a project just with that trip. And
how did you pick the Canary Islands to go to?
Just because I knew there were a lot of spots, and we had been to one of the islands some years ago. I think 2 years ago. So I knew that the islands next to it had a lot of stuff to skate. So then,
did you go to multiple islands?
No, just
not
one.
this time.
Okay.
Went to Tenerife now, and I had been to Gran Canarias, which is the island.
That's the main island?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, as I said, like Mongolia seemed good, but we didn't find that many spots. So I was like, yo, guys,
are you still trying to do Mongolia? That might be a first in any action sport. That's like the least dense country in the whole world, I think. The least dense population wise.
Maybe next one.
That seems to be like a lot of the motivation, like, of the trips you've been taking
Somewhere
recently.
different.
Like you and Bina, like places that people don't generally go, right?
Yeah, make it more of a. I don't know. It's like we're used to see skating in cities or like big capitals of the world.
Yeah.
But you haven't really seen skating in Peru or I don't know, like Dom West did in
Burma.
In Burma.
Yeah.
So it's a good mix of elements to create something very unique, and like I don't know. It's like make it more special because of the
environment.
Yeah.
It definitely makes it more special. It's unlike what we've been seeing for the past 30 years or whatever, you know.
Like New York, Paris, Barcelona, and
right.
Yeah.
If you think about how much like untapped stuff there is, like, to skate that hasn't
in the
been
world,
skated, just from these areas that haven't been like explored, it's so much stuff. It's crazy, like how many like spots there were in Tenerife.
Yeah,
it's insane.
And what it takes a group of friends just going to a place.
And Google Maps.
And Google Maps. And Wi-Fi. You know?
And Wi-Fi.
Well, a lot of the spots you skated like never been skated before? Are they fresh like that?
I
really?
Would say untouched. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Even though there were
local
bladers there, they also help. With like coming. And
but you found other stuff.
Yeah.
There were totally spots that like were not skated before on that tour, like a lot. Yeah, and
that's really cool then, because that's truly unique to your trip, your video. You know, when it comes out.
yeah, it's
sick.
part of the puzzle, you know, like.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's so cool.
Yeah.
So do you get to hit all your spots on your Google Maps list?
Not all of them.
That always happens. Yeah.
Just your free ones.
Yeah. Like you're gonna sell it. You're gonna have like a.
Bina got all the pins.
Bina got the pins.
Yeah,
Bina's gonna start hustling those pins for other people. $10 a spot.
I would be rich if I sell all my spots, dude.
I know. Yeah. Our buddy James Johnson in Arizona used to do the same thing. He used to sit at the shop when he had Revolution, just go on Google Maps all day, and he had so many spots. And then he stopped skating because of his knee. But I was like, yo, he has a whole book of just spots in Phoenix that no one's touched before.
Damn,
like no one knows about. I'm like, yo, you got to sell that. He's like, it's going to the grave with me or something like that. It's so funny. I was just
I
joking
can see
around.
that with
That's
James
dope.
being very serious about that.
He's going to the grave
With a
with
very
me.
serious face.
So funny. But
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
No, I'm down. I'm down to share.
$10 a spot.
No,
Five.
But
But you
yeah.
5. You're like a nice guy. $5 a spot.
no, but that's true. Bina was saying like, I remember when like Bina would come home from work and he was doing all the research on Google Maps and like finding all the spots in Tenerife.
Tenerife? Oh shit.
And when we were all there, he was like halfway through, he was like, "Oh, the problem is we're not going to be able to get to all the spots, like
Yeah.
because he did
Yeah.
so much recon,
Mhm.
he did so much work, like gathering up all the spots. But we're just like, oh man, he did too much work. we did.
That's not a bad thing though.
We couldn't get to them all, so I guess he just like
It's better than having not enough spots.
he prioritized
Yeah.
spots
Of
that were
course,
like
yeah.
best, and
That makes sense.
yeah, it was really, and we were like welcome with except that one spot we didn't get kicked out of anywhere.
Yeah.
The one
And we ended
sculpture.
up being friends with the security guy, you know,
Yeah.
the bodyboarder security guy.
Oh, that's right.
You became friends with the security guard?
And the watch guy. Oh, and the sunglasses guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave the sunglasses to Dominic.
Yeah, dude.
I can't wait to see that video.
It's very chill. Like, that's the other thing that, like, in cities that are not very populated or like there's not that many people, they haven't seen the action like in the big cities.
They're more welcoming.
So they're like more like how you say, like surprised and like down with it.
Yeah.
Even police, they kindly ask you to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And Tenerife was one of like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
no problems with the people, no problems with police. Like, yeah, like smooth.
It's cool for people to see who never seen it before, especially like in person, to see someone, hitting a ledge or a rail in person. You're like, oh shit, that's crazy. Like, I want to see more.
Yeah.
Did you have like crowds gathering around you anywhere or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's sick to see people who just never seen it before.
We were in one village that was like maybe 4 streets, the whole village.
Uh-huh.
Like everybody in the village
And
was
the whole
watching
village.
us skate. Like they were like super stoked, like just drinking beer there in
That's
front
sick.
of the spot.
That's
Yeah.
sick. That's also like a different experience too from skating. How like most people grow up skating in a city where everyone's just like, they don't look twice at you,
Yeah.
But you're putting on a show for like the town pretty much in that case,
Yeah.
and it's cool to see that and people's reactions. It makes you feel a little better about what you're doing,
Yeah,
It's
not
not
a criminal.
exactly because
Yeah.
you go to other places and you're like, no, get away. You're just running away from cops and security
It's
guards. the whole day.
encouraging.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's more encouraging, more motivating.
Yeah.
And it makes you want to do more, skate more.
Yeah, and I think it's to the scene too. Like when you go to like when a bunch of like pros go somewhere where people don't often go. Like you said, like a lot of people go to New York, California, Paris, Barcelona. But when you go to these scenes that like don't see many pros go there, and then like all these pros go and or people who are skating high level and they're skating spots or whatever, it gets that scene so juiced to like it adds years to that. It adds like life to that. So it's just like those interactions are sick when you go to those places.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like when we went there, the locals there, like they treated us so well. They like made a meal for us one day, and like
That's
just,
it. Yeah.
there was 3 coolers filled with ice cold beer,
Ooh.
and they were just like they had like all insane amounts of food. They made like vegan paella because Bean is vegan, and so it was like really cool.
That's
And
sick.
there's like they had a little mini ramp in the backyard,
Yeah.
trampoline.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it was so basically it was cool just because like the locals when we got there, because like so rarely do people go there to skate. They were just
Right.
like so stoked and just
Hopefully more people
it's-
start skating out there now
Yeah,
too.
it's like
from that.
it's such a big injection of new vibes
yeah, like new blood.
to the scene there. Like they're probably gonna be stoked for like the rest of
yeah.
the year to keep skating.
that's like
more
it's
and
like
get
how Hoax
together more
was.
to go skate.
Yeah, it's like Hoax back in the day. Like the van of people come to your
Yeah.
town, it gets everyone hyped, and all these
Yeah.
people start skating. It's kind of like unintentionally what you guys were doing.
Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. Like, yeah,
So Tenerife's going to be the next big scene now.
I don't know
'Cause you guys-
maybe they were like a lot
Next
of
stop,
players there.
Mongolia. Mongolia. We're going to have the Mongolian X Games. That's crazy. You really trying to do Mongolia?
Um,
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
I would
You got a Google Map.
I would like to see that.
You got to do a lot of work to figure it out.
Yeah, there's no street view in Mongolia probably.
There's some cities in the table, so we're just gonna see.
Possibilities are endless with that. There's so much of the world that's been unexplored with skating.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to look for obscure areas like that, it's like there's no.
The world is big, man.
Yeah, the world is big. Yeah, exactly. So where you said you were filming for something here, or you just? So you are like a specific project?
Yeah, we've been saving footage from Barcelona, and we wanted to make a trip besides Tenerife for making a section from the video. I mean, it's nothing like 100% sure. If we get enough footage, we're gonna make something for the next video, or I don't know. It's definitely gonna
see what happens.
Yeah.
Just stacking for now.
Yeah, we're trying to skate as much as possible, and then see if we got enough things for making something.
Like a ballast video, or
sick. I don't know. I don't really know any more than we just been.
You're just stacking
footage. Yeah. And when the right time comes, we put it all together, mix it, like cooking, boom.
When the water's boiling.
Food's ready, boys.
So you're a big pizza guy. What'd you think of the pizza today?
Oh man, I'm like.
Did you have one of the grandmas or no? You only had the vodka slice. Do you have the square one or the?
I'm saving that for after.
Okay.
And I've tried I've tried a lot of pizza in New York. Went to Joe's. Went to.
Artichoke
and
Spumoni Gardens.
Spumoni Gardens.
L&B. Did you like L&B?
That's the
Spumoni Gardens.
Yeah, it was
you like that?
It was
the square slices.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan.
I had to take them out there. You know?
I don't know. Doesn't do it for me. It's not top of my list personally, but I know people love it, and it's like a huge. Like tourist attraction, I guess, type of place, you know. So you have to go.
Try them all. I want to try them all.
And of course.
Put scores.
But that's what your wife said. You guys came here on like a food tour.
Yeah.
Like they went through customs.
When you come to New York, you have to come for a food tour.
They went through customs, and the customs agent asked them, "What are you here for?"
And then my wife said like food. I'm like,
legit? You said that to the TSA?
Food. We're here for eating. Yeah.
It's a good place to be for food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you hungry all the time, man. All that smells.
We had a nice meal the other night at Bamonte's.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Bamonte's is like an old restaurant in Williamsburg. It's from like 1900, which is like pretty old for America, which I've said a bunch of times. But we it's like some old like mafia Goodfellas type restaurant, but it's like you never leave there not full. Like every time you leave there,
you guys there, I was like, damn,
you leave so full every time.
And we had the best spot too in a corner, like we could control all the restaurant. Like,
yes.
Did you get free wine like last time or no?
No.
No. They were on time. Didn't make you wait an hour this time.
Yeah, we bought wine.
You bought wine.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, but it was good.
Yeah, you gotta enjoy the Italian food here. Italian food here is really good.
Yeah, respect.
On a food tour.
Damn, Canary Bladers is all up in the chat right now.
Oh, shout out Canary Bladers.
Saludos.
So, do you want to maybe spiel it?
Oh, yeah. So we're going to open it up for questions. I forgot we do our spiel. We used to do it in the beginning of the show. Now we do it in the middle of the show. But please, guys, follow us on all of our platforms. Follow us on Instagram. Go to our YouTube page. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. It really means a lot, like, to get our subscribers up. Leave comments. Share the video on your Facebook. Go to our Facebook, like it. If you listen on iTunes, give us a 5-star rating.
And repost videos of you guys watching it. It's cool when you guys repost videos on Instagram and Facebook and stuff of you guys watching the episodes.
The interactions really help and help our thing grow. So we appreciate all the support. Leave a comment if you will. Just do all the social media things would be great. And we could just keep on doing episodes like this. And if you like what you see and you want us to keep being able to buy our guest pizzas and Ubers. Go to our Patreon and leave a few bucks if you want.
Yeah, and you always enter to the monthly giveaway like we just did for the August giveaway.
And you can get a free piece of clothing from our shop.
Yeah, shirt, hat, what have you, mug.
Maybe we'll get a beanie going. It's almost winter time.
There's a beanie.
Oh, we got a beanie.
We got to get hoodies for this winter though.
We got hoodies. It's hoodie season.
It is hoodie season already. I know. Are you good with the cold weather or no?
I've been handling good. I came with just a hoodie, but
yes, it hasn't been that bad this week, right? Right?
It's been up and down, man. We like your first few days with the wife were really nice, right?
Yeah.
And then there was like one rainy day, one really windy day.
Yeah.
It was insane how windy it was.
The day
Yeah,
I
it's
left
been
was
like-
really windy. It might have been that day.
I was getting blown off my bike, dude.
Oh shit!
I was like, it was insane. But it was like, yeah, like, I don't know.
That might have been the day
I
left.
want to say 80, 90 mile per hour. I don't know.
Yeah, when I took off going to New Orleans, the plane was like, and it was like super turbulent for the first
Yeah.
2.5, 3 minutes, and then it was fine after that.
Not a great time of the year right now.
No. I know it's in between seasons, like when the
Yeah.
cold comes, it's
Yeah.
always windy.
It's like you don't know.
The rain
like,
comes
it's
over.
gonna be super shiny
Yeah,
tomorrow.
exactly.
It's a coin flip.
Cold in the morning, hot in the afternoon, then cold back again at night.
Yeah.
Miguel wants to know, Miguel Ramos. Shout out Miguel.
Miguel.
Miguelito.
What would Mark like to see more in the blading culture in the future?
Whoa. More people. No. I think as far as people keep doing what they're doing, it's gonna be good. I like that like there's a lot of people with projects like competitions, events, videos, and yeah, I think I don't know. As long as we all keep doing what we do, it's that's good for the culture. And yeah,
Keep putting in work.
There's a lot of events popping up now. I think more than ever.
Hmm.
There's more events happening. Maybe just because the summer has passed, and that's when usually events happen. But I feel like a lot of people, just everybody in every city, like everywhere, there's some sort of events or gathering of some sort that happens like a couple times a year. And it's good to see. I feel like it used to not be that popular,
Yeah.
like 10, 15
yeah,
years ago.
people is getting more organized. With
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, more organized. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Do you know what it is? Because some rollerbladers get older, but some are actually becoming adults.
Yeah, some.
So
That's good though when the
I
adults
did it
want to still be involved with skating though. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like in Spain, we used to have a lot of bladers, but not most of them. Some of them just like they were like, oh, we're old, like we can't skate now, so they just like moved into the next thing. But one thing from Denmark I've seen is like even though there's people not actively skating, they all generations or like the grown generation
they're always willing
still
to come
wanna
out. Yeah.
come out or do things for the culture, which is like I think a lot of scenes needs like mature or like adult people putting like some time into all that.
Giving back and
Yeah,
helping produce your scene. I agree.
Mhm.
I agree.
Why do I say that? Because they just
I don't know. Maybe they think it's like that chapter is done for them and they moved into a new thing. I don't really know why it is, but I think it's sad because some of them when they have seen like the years have passed and then they look back and like, oh man, I wish I was still like part of that.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, you could have been part of that, but you just did something else.
yeah,
So-
exactly.
But you could always come back.
Yeah, of course.
Always, a lot of people are.
Rollerblading has open arms.
Of course.
Come back to us, man.
So Infinity Ripper just said, I came back to aggressive skating after 7 years of absence, and I'm so glad I did. Smiley face.
Welcome back.
So there you go. There's one right there.
Yeah.
Bienvenido.
Bienvenido.
Bienvenido de vuelta.
Samuel Medeiros says, what was it like to design your pro skate? You had a SSM?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam skate. I mean, it was a lot of options in the design, and I played with the colors at the beginning, and we didn't really find anything that Shima thought it was gonna be good for selling. And then one day he just comes with a really nice design. I'm like, oh, that seems good. Like the first one he sent, I wasn't really digging them. Because I don't feel like that represent
you.
me or anything. Yeah. And after that good one that I liked, I like retouch a couple things. Like, oh, what if we do this, like this color and thing? And it was mind blowing. Of course, like I would have never thought that happened.
So he designed it?
Yeah,
Pretty much?
like
Okay.
the pattern was like mostly Shima, and I just like said like little details, and it was awesome. Like, I thought,
To get a pro skate from Shima.
yeah,
like, you know,
course,
that's like
of
such a
course, like,
high status, you know?
yeah, dude. Like it blew my mind. Like first day he asked, I was like, "You sure, dude? Like,
You sure? Like me, really?"
so yeah, it would have been whatever, and I would have been happy anyways, you know.
Mhm.
But it actually came really sick. I
Yeah.
think like
It's sick that you stood your ground too, because I remember me with like, they were like, "Hey, this is a design we have for your pro skate." And I'm like, "Okay, works for me."
Well, especially as your first one, I guess. You're just like happy
I
to
did
get
it on
a pro
both.
skate.
I did it on,
Oh,
yeah. I was like, they sent again. I was like, cool. They were just like, "What color?" I was like, "Black." And then the second one, they said, "What color?" I said, "White." And then
And that was
they
it.
sent them, and I was like, "Cool, that works for me."
Yeah.
But that's cool. You stood your ground, man. That's awesome.
Do you wish you did something different, or like it's just colors? I guess.
I was just
right?
like
At that
so
point?
happy to be getting a pro skate.
Yeah.
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah. At same like
yeah.
I wasn't really. I think if I could give some of my opinion and it was welcome, it's fine. But if he
Mhm.
would have wanted to do whatever, I would have been happy anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it came out really sick. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
really good
Yeah.
design.
Like,
Mhm.
I loved it.
Yeah, I love skating that skate.
What a great milestone.
And I love.
Yeah.
I remember seeing you skate them. I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, dude.
That's probably cool too, I guess. And the Shimo was skating them too, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Like to see
yeah.
people like that skating your pro skate, like that's sick.
Muy loco.
Miguel also wants to ask, what motivates you and keeps the passion high for skating?
Pasión.
The passion is all that skating has bring to my life. I'm so deep in it now, and everything pivots around it.
Mm.
Pivot, like
Pivots.
Every pivots, yeah.
around it, and I'm just looking for the next trip with the homies, and I'm just looking forward the next time I reunite with all the amigos, and we keep skating, we keep exploring, we keep waxing spots, and we keep making people stoked about it, and
Mhm.
we make people stop in the streets and be like, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah,
Keep getting road rash and
Yeah,
stuff.
keep doing what we do, man.
That's it.
that's good. That's good. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like those trips always, they're like checkpoints throughout the year to get you through. I feel like a lot of people that have real jobs use them as like checkpoints. Like when the Woodward thing just happened last month, for months before, my whole like Facebook feed was people like, "Oh, like 30 days till Woodward or whatever," and then after it happens, like, "Oh, I can't wait for the next one. I can't wait for it," and it like gets you through. Like I guess if you have like a regular job, you know, it's like boring, whatever. It gets you through like your day-to-day
Yeah,
life, just
of
knowing
course.
that the next trip is coming,
Yeah.
the next event is happening.
Yeah.
Totally.
It motivates you in that way.
It's like waiting for the dessert, you know. Like, okay, I gotta eat the veggies to, you know, to get my dessert.
That's exactly it. That's real. That's a good. Got to do this work to get to that.
I can't believe that was just said. That was amazing.
That's a perfect analogy right there.
You don't eat veggies though, don't you?
I'm working on it. I'm a little better now.
Growing
That's
up a
a
little
good
bit.
thing. That's a
Is
good
tomato
thing.
sauce a vegetable?
Oh yeah, I can make
Marinara
some
sauce?
Ketchup.
No,
There's tomato in there.
that's another
Some-
thing I would like to say is like meeting people from all over the world has made me learn more in the kitchen too. Like, because
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
has their own tips in the
Mhm.
kitchen. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
it's true. I used not to eat any veggies, but then, for example, I saw Bina cooking, or I saw Daffy cooking, or like I saw
Leon's
somebody,
pretty good.
or Seba or
Yeah.
Leon,
Mhm.
yeah, and everybody was like giving their extra flavor.
Sabor.
You know? Core is a good chef too, man.
Core?
Yeah, he's good. So yeah, I learned. It bring me a lot of new things to try.
Mhm.
And
A lot of knowledge. Yeah.
I'm grown now.
You growing up,
Yeah.
it's like different styles in the kitchen,
He'll do
different styles on
veggies
skates.
every now and then.
Different styles in the kitchen, different styles on the blades.
That's it.
Oh, my bad. It skipped for a second. Colin Martin just says straight up, why do you rollerblade?
I rollerblade because
It's a deep question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw some bladers in the plaza next to my house, and I was really surprised, and I just couldn't stop seeing what they were doing, and it looked really cool. And every time I would go to the plaza, I wouldn't even like sit next to them. I was like in a bench next by just watching, because I was like maybe 8 or 9 years old. So it got me so trapped that I just like wanted to do what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And
How'd you come up on your first pair of skates?
Hmm?
How'd you come up on your first pair of skates?
I had to wait for a year because my parents wouldn't buy me skates, because they thought it was like oh, maybe you like skates now, but you're gonna
like a week
you're
later,
gonna like soccer later.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
But I never liked soccer, so they had to buy the skates.
After a year, you still wanted the skates.
Yeah, I was like,
So you bugged them for a year to get skates.
yeah, I had
Damn.
shitty skates. Like I had four wheels in one frame and 3 wheels in the other because I broke the front part of the skate.
The
So I
front
was-
wheel you broke.
Yeah, the plastic of the
Yeah.
frame just broke. So I was like,
So you had no front
stopping.
wheel.
Yeah, no front wheel.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's one of the worst wheels to lose on a skate.
That's
I was
pretty
like
important.
using for like stopping, you know. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like a roller skate.
yeah,
yeah.
Toe stop.
Yeah.
Damn, so you skated for
Wow.
like almost a year like that.
yeah.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
And
Dedication.
then- yeah, maybe not a year, but like
Yeah.
some like long months.
Right.
'Cause-
More than like a day is like a lot.
Yeah.
To not skate with a front wheel, you know.
Are you the first guy from Spain with a pro skate?
Oh
I'm
wow,
not sure.
you think about that?
I'm not sure.
I just thought
Might
about
be. I think Yuri got the skate.
Ah,
before
Yuri,
me.
that's
Yeah,
right.
I think
Mhm.
Yuri got the first pro skate.
Razor.
I think.
I too. That's a good crew.
Yeah.
That's good company.
yeah.
You're 50% of the pro skate market out there.
Actually, Michel just got his new skates. So now,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
3. That's good.
3.
Growing.
Vincent Fava, any tips to stay healthy throughout life? Aggressive skating to have longevity?
Use your head.
In what way?
Yeah, like maybe before you just wanted to jump the biggest stairs or like the biggest rails, and you gotta know that you gotta if you want to skate long, you gotta
Skate smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta use your head to. Maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe if I have to go work tomorrow, I shouldn't be doing this. You know. Maybe if I want to skate the next weekend, I gotta just chill on that. You
Mhm.
know, and yeah, just keep as healthy as you can. Keep moving. And
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Use your head.
Mm-hmm.
That's important. Like, I want to make a little connection
Okay, go
if
for
I
it.
can.
Go for it.
Like, it's like, yeah, use your head. If you see a spot and you want to do something, but it's not like there's that risk. It's like there's always another spot. Like I was playing poker the other day and someone made a big bet, right? And I was like, only had one pair, and I was like, man, I think I'm good, but I could wait for a better spot. So I folded.
Waited it out.
Yeah, I folded, and I waited for a better spot. It's like skating, like, you know, like I remember a couple of times even on the Tenerife trip, like we're like, oh, that's like the gap to roll. I was like, oh, that'd be sick, but I was like, first day of the trip,
Oh,
and
save it for
you
something
can get
else.
hurt. Just go to another spot.
You
Yeah.
use your head.
Use your head.
That's
Just
true.
like
Yeah.
skate
Because back in the day, you
something,
probably
yeah.
would have just gunned it. You
Yeah,
know?
but it's like
Yeah.
using your head is how you last.
I mean, you
It's
could
good.
have done that easily.
Yeah,
What if something went wrong?
Yeah,
The
exactly.
First
of your
day.
trip.
Yeah.
exactly.
And what you ended up getting like 3 trips, 3 tricks in the same spot.
Yeah, so it ended up-
Yeah.
Use your head. I like that. That's a good one.
That's funny. In our last episode from Woodward with Kyle Sola, John Cooley asked about like his Sola metal frames. He's like, "Are they good for like jumping like off big gaps and roofs and like really high things?" And Kyle's answer was like, "I don't recommend doing any of that." It
a
was so
perfect
funny.
answer.
Yeah, I know, it was so funny. Zig Step asks, "What pro skater inspires you the most, old or new?"
Ooh.
Damn. I don't know. That's a crazy one. I mean, that's a difficult one because in every stage of, like, in every chapter of my life, I've looked up to,
Different person.
yeah, different person. Like,
Mhm.
there's like so many good people,
Mhm.
and
What are a few throughout the years? 3 different
I
chapters.
don't know.
of
When
your-
I was a kid, I remember seeing Aaron Feinberg,
Yeah.
and be like, "Wow,
Mhm.
that kid is insane." But I don't know. There's so many incredible bladers, and yeah, I get just by my friends too. It's not like
I was gonna say you seem like that type of person to like, because your crew is so sick, and especially with the travels and stuff like that,
Mm.
you just get hyped on each other more than anything else.
yeah. But of course, it's been like the Latimer, Shima, and all that, because I've been skating for so long, and even TJ Weber and like the old school bladers. I
Mhm.
used to be like very, very how you say it, obsessed. Like, wow, this guy.
Yeah.
No.
TJ Weber would be sick to see back again.
Yeah.
That's cool that you mentioned him.
He went to like a super hick like a few years after he hadn't skated for a while, and
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Super Hick, but that was still so long ago.
So long ago.
Super Hick,
Yeah.
damn. That's been gone for like 15 years now. At
Yeah,
least.
but it'd been like 6 years since anyone had seen
yeah,
rollerblades.
because at that time, like relative to the age of our sport, that was a long time to not
Crazy.
see anybody. I know, it's crazy. Like
That's-
5 years. Imagine that. Like these people have been skating in 15 years now. And to think about that,
It's crazy.
such a big difference. La Rue, how do you follow and support the new generation?
I think it's awesome that there's like new ways of skating. It's very refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I've gone through so many stages in blading that I've seen like from like the guy doing the biggest shit into like all the stages, and I see the skating now. It's growing in so many different ways that it's awesome because there's like a lot of fresh things happening at the time, and it's great. I love it. I mean, it's like as long as they're like groups of people making new things, it's very healthy for the sport.
Mm-hmm. So you're like a fan of like the different avenues that skating's taking?
Not
now?
like not fan that I just I'm gonna be just seeing one style of skating. I like watching skating in general.
Yeah.
Anything.
Seeing all the new doors open.
Yeah, it's like-
I agree.
It brings in so many new perspectives that it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It opens the door to like more people,
Yeah.
the more perspectives.
Yeah, it gives people a more wider like
Yeah.
interest of type of skating
Yeah.
to do.
and it's something that it's popping. It's been happening recently. Like not just using your sole plate or your backslide. Like people have been using like
different parts of the skate.
different parts of the
Yeah.
skate and like the body to explore new ways of using the obstacles, and it's awesome. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really cool. I agree. I think it's really cool too.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think? We should do one or two more?
Yeah, with like one or two more. Michael Scarano asks, off the top of your head, what's one of your favorite tricks that you've ever done?
I think I once 540 kind grind on rail.
Nice, dude. Really?
Yeah.
What?
But yeah, when I was a kid, not a kid, maybe 17 or 16, I don't know, something like that.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Can you picture?
and I
Can you picture
remember
doing that,
that
now?
I think you could do it still.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think everybody's all capable of what you've done in the past.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like the
If you want
motivation
to
to
put
do
yourself
it.
in that
Yeah,
situation
exactly.
again, like I remember having some falls, and I don't want to repeat
Oh,
them.
of course. yeah. But what were you saying about that day though when you did it?
That was I don't know. It was so special because I have done 450 royales in rails,
Mm-hmm.
but I never 450 kind grind.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one I locked, I was like, oh my god, I can actually do that. And it didn't take me that long. Like, so I was like, I remember it very very well in my head, because I never did it again. I think that's my most happy, like most memorable trick in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sick. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny to think about the stuff they used to do and like
The impact it has.
yeah, I know, and just to think that it's like what would it take for me to do that now, kind of thing. Even though I'm sure you're fully capable of doing it if you really wanted to. Like if something motivated you enough to do something like that, I'm sure you would just be hyped and throw it, you know.
Yeah.
But like it's not something you would just do for fun, or
Yeah.
like on like a daily
Yeah.
basis or anything like that.
It's one of those things you would do because you're like, oh, I've seen this in a video. I just want to do
Of
it
course.
too. You know, like,
Yeah.
and
If you're doing 450 Royale, like the kind grind's not that big of a difference. But to say like it's like 540 kind grind's like, damn, it's a lot of spinning to do onto a rail.
yeah.
You know. And like when I saw the first 540 kind grind on the rail, I was like, it's over. Like I'm never gonna be pro or anything like that because I will never be that good to
It's
do something
over.
like that. Yeah,
Oh,
it's over.
It's over.
Oh, instead I'm done. I'll go home then. You know. That's like, I remember thinking that and
I'm just gonna keep going more and more.
yeah, I know. Like at 540, where does it stop?
Yeah. And just go play tennis or something.
But now people doing like flips and shit. They're going
Yeah.
so like it's
Yeah.
nothing too.
But
Yeah.
again, go the other avenues, you know. So
Oh, of course, yeah. It's complete
that's
like
the good thing.
extreme of like someone who
Yeah.
does like wizard skating or something like that. Something that's like quote unquote way more safe, you know, than
Yeah.
landing on your head by accident.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the future, I'm just gonna do set slides. I'm just gonna get a set slide pad, and every clip I'm gonna have is gonna be a set slide. That's
And
it.
all set slide edit.
If you
I'll
got
be a
money
pro
for
set
soul
slider.
plates, if you got money for
For soul plates,
Yeah,
yeah.
whatever soul plates, that's it.
You're gonna need to get like shadows or some skate with really big soul plates to last you all the set slide.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know. I think we're kind of good. Was there anything else that you wanted to mention, talk about?
Any shout outs?
The floor is all you. The floor is all you.
I don't know.
What do you have going on in the future? Any plans for the
a
rest
lot
of the
of-
year or anything?
A lot of work because I've been traveling for the past month, so I need to get back to work, make some money.
When you go back home?
I'm actually gonna go to Blade Cup.
I was gonna ask you. You're going to Blake up sick.
Yeah, and then after Blade Cup, back home and keep skating with the homies,
Mhm.
and maybe like wrap up, like finish that project we're filming,
Mhm.
and next chapter, new year, maybe reunite with the amigos again and
Mhm.
hit up some
Keep it going.
new destinations.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, sick, man. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate having you on.
Oh yeah.
It's been an honor.
Thank you very much, and I think you guys are doing such an incredible work that
Oh, thank you.
we gotta keep doing it.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. It means a lot to us.
Word. Well, do you want to say anything in Spanish for the people in Spain?
Just, saludos a toda la peñita. Y yeah, that's it.
That's it. All right. Sweet. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
We got some more guests
Mark,
coming
you're
up.
the man.
We're gonna put some more pizza,
I'm
in your life.
finishing the leftovers right now.
Yeah, it's perfect. But sweet.
If
Thanks.
you don't already, follow us on
all the things.
YouTube, subscribe to us, Instagram, follow us
Yep.
for updates when we go live. If you're trying to follow us for the rest of the day, make sure you hit the notification bell on YouTube so you get notified when we go live with our next guests.
Yep.
Also, check out our online store. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Jump Street, shirts, hats, all that stuff.
Check it out.
Check it out. We'll see you in the next one. Cool. Mark, thanks
See ya.
again.
Muchas gracias a todos.
Later, everybody.
Peace.